Imagine a dish that's a symphony of flavors, each note perfectly balanced with the next. Picture this: tender, shredded beef, simmered to perfection, harmonizing with a bed of fluffy white rice. The melody doesn't end there. Add to this ensemble creamy black beans, lending a hint of earthiness, and sweet fried plantains, their crisp edges adding a delightful crunch. This is Pabellon Criollo, the national dish of Venezuela. Each component shines on its own, yet together they create a magnificent concerto of taste and texture. The chewiness of the beef, the creaminess of the beans, the crispness of the plantains, and the softness of the rice all play their part in this flavorful masterpiece. But this dish is more than just a meal. It's a reflection of Venezuela's multicultural heritage, a testament to the country's diverse influences and vibrant history. Now that your taste buds are tingling, let's dive into the recipe. Creating Pabellon Criollo is an art, but fear not, it's an art you can master. Our journey begins with the beef, the heart of this dish. You'll need a pound of flank steak simmered slowly in a bath of finely chopped onions, bell peppers, garlic, and a pinch of cumin. This process infuses the meat with an irresistible hearty flavor. Once the beef is tender, it's shredded into thin strands, creating the perfect texture for our pabellon. Next, we turn our attention to the rice. Starting with 2 cups of long grain rice, it's cooked to a tender yet firm consistency. The trick is to rinse it thoroughly before cooking to remove excess starch, ensuring each grain remains distinct and fluffy. Our third component is the black beans. Soak a cup of dried black beans overnight, then cook them slowly with a touch of salt, chopped onions and bell peppers until they're tender and bursting with flavor. Last but not least, we have ripe plantains. Sliced into thick strips, they're fried until golden brown, their natural sugars caramelizing to create a sweet counterpoint to the savory components of our dish. Seasoning is the soul of Pabellon Criollo. Each component requires its own seasonings to shine. For the beef, cumin and garlic bring out the earthy richness, while the rice benefits from a simple seasoning of salt. The beans are seasoned with a bit more flair, incorporating bell peppers and onions for a flavorful punch. And the plantains? Well, they're perfect just as they are. Cooking times are crucial here. The beef needs to simmer for about 2 hours to reach the perfect tenderness, while the rice cooks in about 20 minutes. The beans, having been soaked overnight, should be ready in about an hour, and the plantains, they take just a few minutes to reach that perfect golden brown. With all the components ready, it's time for the grand assembly. Assembling Pabellon Criollo is like composing a beautiful piece of music. Each ingredient plays a pivotal role, harmonizing perfectly to create a symphony for the senses. We begin with a bed of fluffy white rice. This is our canvas, our blank sheet of music. Next come the beans, a jet black layer that provides a striking contrast against the pristine white of the rice. These are our bass notes, solid and grounding. Then we introduce the shredded beef. This is our melody, rich and full-bodied, a melody that sings of slow-cooked goodness and aromatic spices. Finally, we crown our masterpiece with golden caramelized plantains. These are our high notes, sweet and vibrant, providing a counterpoint to the savory elements of the dish. The order is crucial. The visual appeal, undeniable. Each layer adds depth, creating a dish that is a feast for the eyes as much as it is for the palate. And there you have it. A plate of Pabellon Criollo, a dish that's as beautiful to look at as it is to eat. Pabellon Criollo, a dish that sings the song of Venezuela, is now ready to be savored. We've journeyed through the layers of this culinary masterpiece, each ingredient adding its own note to the symphony of flavors. From the aromatic sofrito that forms the base of our black beans to the tender shreds of succulent beef and the sweet plantains that provide a surprising contrast. Each element has been carefully prepared, cooked, and assembled to create a dish that is as visually appealing as it is delicious. The process may seem intricate, perhaps even daunting, but remember, the best things in life often require a bit of effort, and trust me, the result is worth every moment spent in the kitchen. This isn't just a meal, it's an experience, a celebration of Venezuelan culture and cuisine. Once you taste Pabellon Criollo, you'll understand why it's considered the national dish of Venezuela. So go ahead, give it a try and let the flavors of Venezuela dance on your tongue.